Something shifted in Indianapolis, and it wasn't just a 40-yard dash time. On March 1st and 2nd, inside the closed rooms of the 2026 NFL Combine, Alabama prospects were evaluated in the most objective system in football. No crowd noise, no hype, just metrics, interviews, and draft boards adjusting in real time. While fans focused on stopwatch numbers, executives focused on something bigger: sustainability. After a post-Saban transition year, the real question wasn't talent, it was trust. And what happened inside those evaluation rooms may have quietly reset how Alabama enters 2026. But what exactly did the market see? Before we go deeper, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop a comment telling me where you're watching from right now. I read every single one. Before 2026 can be measured, it has to be understood. Alabama did not become a draft powerhouse by accident. During the 2010s, under Nick Saban, the Crimson Tide consistently led the nation in first-round NFL draft selections, year after year. Defensive backs, wide receivers, offensive linemen, edge rushers. The pattern wasn't random, it became institutional. Scouts didn't just evaluate Alabama prospects, they anticipated them. That anticipation built something far more valuable than highlight reels. It built market trust. In NFL circles, trust is formed through repetition, through evidence. Through years of players entering the league prepared, disciplined, structurally sound. Alabama became shorthand for readiness, and when a program reaches that level, evaluation changes. The benefit of the doubt becomes real. Then came the transition. When Saban stepped away, the questions were immediate and predictable. Could the development machine sustain itself? Would the pipeline narrow? Would draft positioning shift? Not because talent disappeared, Alabama still recruits at an elite level, but because continuity is never assumed in college football. That's why March 1st and 2nd in Indianapolis mattered more than most realized. The 2026 NFL Combine wasn't loud, it wasn't viral, it didn't produce chaotic headlines. What it produced was far more telling: composure under evaluation. Alabama prospects posted competitive athletic measurements in line with SEC standards. Not theatrical numbers, not collapses, controlled performances. Interviews reportedly reinforced habits that NFL evaluators prioritize: preparation, football intelligence, structure. In mock drafts and analyst projections, the reaction wasn't panic, it wasn't skepticism, it was stability. And stability under scrutiny is a signal. In the NFL ecosystem, stock volatility reflects doubt. Sharp drops expose uncertainty. When a program's prospects enter evaluation week and exit without structural decline, that communicates something powerful. It communicates continuity. But here's where the story deepens. The Combine is not just a gateway to draft night, it is a credibility audit. Inside evaluation rooms, front offices don't simply measure speed, they measure projection reliability. They measure developmental background. They assess whether what they've historically trusted still holds. If the post-Saban era had truly fractured Alabama's developmental identity, that hesitation would show up in projection slides, in cautious language, in visible skepticism. That did not happen. Instead, what emerged was measured confidence, not hype. Confidence. And that confidence reverberates beyond April. Recruiting departments study draft positioning. High school coaches monitor how former players are discussed in league circles. Analysts adjust preseason frameworks based on pipeline credibility. When a program sustains NFL validation, it stabilizes its perception nationally. History reinforces this pattern. During Alabama's peak draft years, especially across the mid to late 2010s, the seasons that followed often began with a presumption of structural strength. That presumption didn't guarantee championships, but it shaped preparation. It shaped tone. It shaped the way opponents approached matchups. The absence of doubt narrows margins. That's why Indianapolis was more than a fitness exhibition. It was a market checkpoint. Markets respond to signals. And the signal from the 2026 Combine was not disruption. It was affirmation. The development engine did not disappear with a coaching transition. The habits that defined Alabama's draft era still appear visible to NFL evaluators. And in a sport where perception drives momentum, that matters deeply. Because here's the reality: the NFL does not operate on sentiment. It operates on projection accuracy. If Alabama's structure had slipped, front offices would adjust immediately. Draft boards are ruthless. The league is transactional. Instead, Alabama prospects were treated as serious assets, not as nostalgia picks, not as legacy extensions, as legitimate professional projections. That distinction matters more than preseason rankings. Rankings fluctuate, hype fades, market trust compounds. And when the league continues to validate a program's developmental integrity, it reshapes the narrative before kickoff. This is not about declaring 2026 inevitable. It is about recognizing how seasons are influenced long before September. Momentum in college football is rarely loud at first. It begins in quieter spaces: recruiting rooms, weight rooms, evaluation tables in Indianapolis. When those environments reinforce stability, internal belief strengthens. External skepticism softens. And that is where the shift occurred. The Combine did not crown Alabama. It recalibrated how Alabama is viewed in a transitional era. The central question was never talent. Alabama's roster remained stacked with blue-chip recruits. The question was sustainability. Would the system maintain its professional credibility? Indianapolis offered a quiet answer. The market did not retreat. And when the market holds its ground, the ecosystem adjusts. Opponents prepare for a program still viewed as structurally sound. Analysts speak about continuity rather than decline. Recruits see evidence that development pathways remain intact. Confidence becomes institutional rather than emotional. That's why this moment matters. Because the difference between a program in transition and a program in continuity is subtle but powerful. If the NFL had hesitated, the narrative entering 2026 would feel different. That hesitation never materialized. Instead, the message was measured and clear. Alabama remains a serious developmental pipeline. And when the most objective evaluators in football reaffirm that status, the ripple effect extends into every conversation about the upcoming season. So the real question becomes unavoidable. Was the 2026 NFL Combine simply a routine evaluation weekend? Or did it quietly confirm that Alabama's foundation remains intact, regardless of who stands on the sideline? The answer may not appear on a scoreboard, but it may already be shaping how 2026 unfolds. Drop your perspective below. Did Indianapolis just confirm the standard? Or did it reset the narrative before the first snap was ever played? Because sometimes the biggest shifts in college football are invisible at first. They begin when the market decides what it still trusts. And in 2026, that decision may already have been made. As we close this one out, a quick note about the previous video and the incredible response it generated. Thomas Gardner, watching from Melbourne, Florida, Roll Tide since 1958. That kind of perspective matters. Fans who've seen Bear Bryant, the Stallings era, the Saban dynasty, and now this new chapter understand something deeper than headlines. Programs like Alabama aren't measured in weeks or even seasons. They're measured in standards. That long-term lens is exactly what this discussion about continuity and credibility is really about. And to everyone else who jumped into the comments on that last video, even if your name didn't make it into this edition, the energy, the insight, and the passion elevate the conversation. This channel is built on that exchange. Every voice adds context. Every era represented adds weight. Keep the perspective coming. Roll Tide.